So you might have noticed that I coughed instead of clapped last week.
Yeah, I did notice that.
So I have this like noise suppression thing on my microphone. And even though I literally clapped right in front of the microphone, it didn't pick it up. And I was like,
Oh.
okay, that's great. So then I had to basically record a cough, place it exactly where the clap would have been, so that you.
I was going crazy. I really thought you clapped when I clapped when we did it, and then I thought, did he cough? And I just didn't notice.
No, I clapped and it just didn't go. It must have not even gone through.
That's so odd.
I was quite annoyed. I won't lie to you. Hi guys. There you go. You see what I did there? I just paused for a second and then went into. I'm leaving that. We're leaving it in the edit. Welcome to episode 3 of the World to Rights podcast. It is Sunday the 24th of January. We are both a mess. You probably are as well if you're listening to this. And so that's that. I think that was pretty smooth.
Yeah. I mean,
Thank
we
you.
have a theory. The whole life has become a mess due to this snowstorm that is occurring.
Oh yeah, it's finally snowing for me. In southeast England. And it just so happens that at the same time my day seems to be a bit of a mess.
Yes. A bit is probably the whole morning for me. Just
Oh god, don't even.
Pierce's dad came in earlier, and he was like, "You okay, Catsy?" And I was like, "I'm just done with the day already." And he goes, "That's good." I was like, "No,
Completely the wrong understanding of. Oh god.
Yeah, and this is at 10 a.m. I was just like, I'm done.
It's going well. Hopefully, well, I don't know. There might be some form of video accompanying this.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. Last week we
Failed.
it didn't go so well, so I tried to salvage what I could by making it into some funny clips, which you may or may not have seen.
Oh, I also haven't told Chris this, but
Oh god.
my Wi-Fi over the past 2 days has been intermittent, so
Fuck's sake. You tell me this now while we're recording.
exactly. So there's a good chance that I might cut out.
I'm
So
fine with this. I'm
you
absolutely
need to have
fine with this.
mentally prepare for doing some monologues.
What? Because my monologues in my videos have been so wonderfully good.
Oh yeah, they're cracking.
Absolutely fucking delightful. So I actually didn't tell you about something.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, I'm also eating now, which is really unprofessional. I can't. I just reached for some food and started eating it.
You know, some people are really gonna hate that. They're literally gonna die.
I know. I'm gonna try and keep it to an absolute minimum. I'm really sorry.
I'm
However,
really sorry.
So this week we are changing up a bit, and we're doing a agony aunt kind of thing. So we've asked you to send in some of your. I mean, they might be serious questions, but we're not going to
Yeah.
answer them in a serious way.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, you are welcome. And then I have an idea for a new segment, which I haven't told you about actually.
Uh-oh.
So
See, we mentioned this, but I thought we just hadn't gone through with this, so I'm scared.
I mean, we might have different. I. So this week. Oh my god! I just choked. Don't eat while recording. It's not a good idea. No. So I figured this. I have some weird questions that come into my mind often. Sometimes they're quite serious questions. Sometimes they're stupid. So I'm proposing a new segment called Chris's Question, which is just me saying what the question is and then saying what people replied. So that I thought that could come up in the middle. You know, we could do that between Agony Aunt and
Oh yeah.
and the
Yeah,
music
that'll be
section.
fun. Yeah, no, that'd be
I'm not
good.
sure if you're sold on this or not. I can't actually see you, so I
No,
look forward to seeing the video where you're rolling your eyes and being like, "Fuck me, he's done it again."
No, I'm just thinking the roles have reversed. Did I just have I have I got a lisp? The roles have reversed. I can't speak.
It's fine because I just tried to finish eating what was in my mouth off like I muted my microphone so that anyone who's watching that video will see me just going, swallow it, come on. But ideally, it won't have come through on the audio version.
Brilliant.
It is
Wonderful.
brilliant. It is brilliant.
Anyway, we'll go into it.
Yeah.
Oh, that was it. I was just gonna say, like, the roles are reversed because normally you don't know what's gonna be said from like people's opinions and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
I thought I'd flip it around. I mean, this week's a kind of semi-serious one. It's not semi-serious. It's just entirely serious.
Well, if you'd seen the responses we had, you would probably know that it wasn't that serious.
Oh no, that was yeah.
And thank you for all of your responses, guys. We probably had close to 100.
Yeah, a special thanks to all of my sister's friends for hopping in. Just a
And
quick thing.
spamming us.
I'm gonna handle this early on. A question which they asked
Oh.
repeatedly was, and I'm trying to like quote this exactly. If 4 out of 5 people suffer from diarrhea,
Oh yeah.
does the 5th person enjoy it? And I've had to think about it, and I'm gonna say no. No one enjoys diarrhea. It's not the kind of thing you enjoy. That's my thought. That's my take for today. And we'll do with that
Yeah.
what we do. But I just feel like no.
Have you seen the Jack Whitehall bit about diarrhea?
No.
He said,
I
think
feel
it
like
was
I'm gonna find it quite funny.
Say that again.
I feel like I'd find it quite funny.
Oh yeah. So
Because
basically,
diarrhea is funny.
I'll summarize it. He's going like, he basically explained that Americans do everything we do but bigger and better. So basically, and he says this, and there's a sort of like lull in the audience, and then he goes, so like when you have stupid people, they have really stupid people. And he was explaining about the signs in America and how there's like a swimming pool in a hotel that had a sign saying do not enter the pool if you have active diarrhea, and he said somebody must have had active diarrhea whilst going into the swimming pool for them to put a sign saying, and then he was like, what the fuck is active? Like, surely diarrhea is diarrhea.
This was what I was about to ask. What's inactive diarrhea? Is it diarrhea? Is that like the point where you
Diarrhea
think
that
you've
makes
had-
it in the
It's all gone.
toilet.
Is it
I
like
guess-
diarrhea that's all gone and you're like, you feel horrible, but you're like, no, it's definitely over. And then it can become active again when you're like, oh my god, my body just produced more waste.
Yeah, maybe. I feel
I don't
like
know if we can
it's-
put that in there, but can we put that in the audio podcast? Is that... I'm just worried that people might be listening to this while eating something.
Well,
It's probably fine.
it's probably fine.
It's probably fine. If you're listening to
Apologies
this, come on.
if you spat out
it was
your
always
food.
going to happen. It was always going to happen that at some point we'd mention shit. And we've mentioned it 10 minutes in.
We made it to the 3rd episode though.
Oh, I'm proud of us. I think we did well. Should we get started with these Agni questions?
Yes.
I'm
Okay.
I'm your fun Uncle Chris. I have a drinking problem, but I always bring you the best presents. Kat, who are you?
A middle-aged woman,
Oh,
you know,
white woman
Uh,
as well.
white woman, 4 children.
Is your name Karen?
Close. I mean, Karen.
There we go.
Oh dear. I do feel like a Karen these days whenever someone drives past me at 80 miles an hour and I'm walking the dog, I'm like, fuck off.
To be fair,
I mean, I feel like that's reasonable Karenness. So,
it is. It is.
one of the first responses that I wanted to mention was directly to Chris.
Hello.
And it was... Hang on, I want to quote it exactly, if I can.
Uh-oh.
Why does Chris have such a large bottom?
Interesting. I'm glad you asked. So it largely comes down to genetics, because I am half Kenyan, and half English, and the English half of me has given me many fun things. My
Tea addiction.
intense short-sightedness, my tea addiction, my inability to say more than 5 words without sarcasm working its way in there, eye rolling, this kind of stuff. And my Kenyan side has given me um, uh,
A peach. A juicy peach.
a peachy ass, which is in its default state before any kind of squats or things is already pretty fire. It's pretty goddamn like. And if I was to start doing squats regularly, I imagine I'd probably be walking around and breaking up relationships all over the shop. I'd be in that distracted boyfriend meme because I'd just be walking past with my ass just swaying around, and people would be like, "Oh my god!" So yeah, it's a result of genetics. Interesting side note: if you'd like to invest in my
Oh no.
one day clothes business, I've been trying to get this off the ground for years, and one day someone will think it's a good idea. So what I want to call it is African jeans, okay? And it's because I struggle to buy jeans that fit over my peachy ass because it's weird in proportions, and but sadly the Kenyan side has blessed me with something else, and I need jeans that fit me. So we're gonna sell jeans for people with larger bums, but it's also a funny play because I have African genes, as in DNA. So you see, it kind of works out in it's like a double kind of thing. It's kind of a funny thing. If you think it's a good idea, hit me up. I've been trying to get people on board of it for, I would say, about 5-6 years, and no one's really been a fan of it yet. But soon, you could be it. You could be a person. If you
That's
are
amazing.
interested, hit me up. But in conclusion, genetics are the reason that my bum is so beautiful.
See, I want a sister company to that. So you have the opposite issue of having big boobies, but that's the thing, like
We'll work out a
disproportionate.
pun name.
I know, that's the thing. I can't.
I mean, it's likely to be quite risky.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was trying to think. What is appropriate?
We'll workshop it. We'll come back to you next
Well,
week if
yeah,
if we've worked out a name for the sister company to African Jeans for the big booby problem.
Bazongas.
Big old bazongas.
Okay, do you want a more serious one now?
Oh, I thought that was serious. I
Oh.
thought all of these are serious. No, okay,
Whoops.
yes. Sure, you know what? Hit me with a serious one.
Okay, so this is quite broad. Dating advice during lockdown.
Oh, Christ. Sorry. I was just thinking about how one of us is engaged and the other one of us is, as I said in the first episode, I believe, painfully single.
Tee.
So, you know what? Controversially, Kat, what would you say is good dating advice in lockdown?
I mean, not dating people during lockdown.
Well done,
Is-
well done.
I mean, don't go and see strangers during a global pandemic. That's like my advice, but obviously like FaceTime message. See, I think FaceTime is the most important thing because then you know if you have chemistry there. Because if you're just texting, you don't know if you're going to get the ick in person because people have time to like formulate messages. It's true.
It is.
Have
I
you-
was reading about this the other day. Weirdly, I got on some
Really?
weird it's like sideshow thing looking at the ick, and it was quite an interesting read. Sorry, carry on.
No, like, I mean, I was just, I feel like it's quite hard to tell if you get the ick via messages, and if you're on video call, it's a bit easier to tell what someone's going to be like in person.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as someone who so mentally, my mental health has been not so good for some years, as I think I mentioned once or twice. I might have brought it up occasionally so far. We might discuss it again one day. Smooth.
Cough, cough.
Yeah, I've done well. So I basically took a step back a couple of years ago, and was like, look, um, you can't. It was basically on the advice of a lot of people, which I think is probably kind of true, in that you can't really love someone else until you love yourself. And I mean, I would just
Agreed.
flip that on its head, and not flip it on its head, but I'd be like, I maybe wouldn't say love yourself because I'm not sure I will ever love myself.
It's got to be a work in process. I think
Yeah,
yeah, there needs
you've
to
got
be
to
an
be working on
adjustment.
it, and you've got to be, yeah, aware of your not flaws, but the things that are causing you problems with yourself, the things that are affecting your own
Yeah.
confidence, and that kind of thing. And you need to like have a plan in mind of how you're gonna like approach it, I guess, and try and overcome it for your own sake.
I
So
think
yeah, go on.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say it's like the idea of being happy to be single, and then if you meet
Yeah,
somebody,
yes,
it's like a bonus
yeah,
instead of I need to be with someone.
absolutely, absolutely. And so yeah, I basically before COVID hit, I was kind of in a much better place than I had been for a while. I was on overwork, so I was starting to kind of look into kind of getting back into dating and meeting people and all that kind of thing. Um, and oh my God, so I attempted to use Tinder, and other such dating apps. Um, and I've got to be honest, if you want to lose any self-confidence you have, go on to Tinder because that will destroy any kind of self-esteem that you have. Um,
Unless you're a woman,
unless you're a woman, because if you're a woman, the guys are going to be
everyone
swiping
swipe.
right on you like crazy. Um, but gladly women have some actual like sense and taste and aren't just swiping right on everyone. Um, but of course I mean, I, it's just not a fun environment for anyone. So I don't think it's fun on either side really. I think it can go well for people and
Yeah.
has, but it's not for everyone. So that didn't work out so well for me. I thought maybe there'd be some things that something that might work out. Lockdown happened and COVID came and kind of ruined that one for me, and continues to ruin that one for me. And I've basically decided that it kind of has to be on hold during lockdown because it's just like what? How can you even do it, right? Like,
Yeah.
how do you date someone like in a lockdown? Because it's not actually like I personally I feel like my health is more important than not being single anymore. And
Exactly.
other people's health is more important than me not being single anymore. So I'm not going to prioritize dating over just following the rules and sucking it up. That's just what
Yeah.
I've
See,
accepted.
that's what I want to say, but obviously it's difficult when you're a person in a relationship because single people could be like, "Whoa, that's easy for you to say. You're already in a relationship."
It's
Um,
sad, and I feel like there's opportunities that have um, kind of gone like past us by.
yeah.
I feel like there are things that might have one day blossomed that maybe are not so clear cut anymore, which is a big shame. Um, and that's sadly the price you pay for public health. Um, but
I
I feel
feel
like one
like
day this will end, and we
yeah.
can get back to it. And I think that's the thing. Like this isn't going to be forever. It feels like it will be, but it will not be forever. That so far it's been okay. So we're coming up to maybe being a year. Okay,
Yeah.
but in the grand scale of your life, a year is not that much.
No, and the other thing is I think people after lockdown is over or loosened or whatever, people are gonna value their time more. So
Mhm.
going on dates with people you're unsure about, you will hopefully do less. Because that's another thing,
Yeah,
just staying safe if
yeah,
you're meeting people on the
yeah.
internet. I mean, we've had incidences in our city, where people have been targeted and killed because of meeting people on apps and yeah.
Yeah, I,
So
I would say controversially, my dating advice would be don't don't do it right now. work on yourself. Focus on
Yeah.
yourself, and maybe there's things about yourself that you don't like. This is a perfect time to try and work on them. Learn something new. Do
Yeah.
that thing that you've never really even considered trying, and just get yourself in a position that when this ends and when we're able to go back to some kind of normality, you can re-enter that kind of dating world with maybe a new kind of confidence that you didn't have before.
Yeah.
That was quite
Um,
good, really, wasn't it?
yeah, it actually fitted in with another one of the
Oh Lord.
fitted, whatever. Which was how the fuck am I meant to meet new people in a pandemic when I hate talking to people and I don't know online?
Again, meeting people. To be honest, I kind of go back to what I said before. Um, Maybe it's just not the right time at the moment. It doesn't.
Yeah.
You're not defined by whether you're in a relationship or not. And if you're not in one, and people that are in one, that doesn't mean anything. Like, it's not a sign that they've done any better than you or that you've made some bad decisions. Nothing like that. It's just not worked out for you yet. So, you know what? Don't sweat it. Just take this time to enjoy the facts that you don't really have to justify why you're doing a certain thing to someone. Like,
Yeah.
you don't really have any like obligations to anyone in that sense. You can just relax, do your thing. It's all gonna be cool. I'm not saying a relationship takes away that kind of thing, but like there is a level of freedom that comes with relationship, being single, that you kind of
Yeah, yeah, there
lose in a
definitely
way in a
is.
relationship. So just enjoy it. Do all the things you want to. Stay in bed all day and don't get up and don't put makeup on and eat shit and do
Read a
whatever the
book.
fuck you want. Do whatever you want. Like, this is your time. So just make the most of
I love how your do whatever you want kind of sounded like a depressive episode.
it. It did, but also some of my like nice chill days have been basically not moving that much from my bed. Um,
I need that.
and just like almost like not quite turning your phone off, but like just not, you don't have to talk to people, you don't have to do anything, you can just sit there and watch what you want to do. You can mess about doing something that, it doesn't have to mean anything. You don't have to do anything that's going to change the world. You don't have to be sitting there doing political activism. You can be sat there playing Tetris on your computer if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
It's your time. Go crazy. I mean, it does sound like a depressive episode, but it also could sound like just just chilling. So, I'm worried that I basically made it sound like depression is just chilling. They're very different things. Very different. I'm very sorry.
Oh no. Um, One that I think you're gonna quite like.
Oh God.
Okay. Advice on how to survive living with a couple over lockdown. Single and very bored student here.
Oh wow. Okay. I mean, I that I can imagine it being quite a claustrophobic kind of experience in a way. Um,
Yeah.
because especially if you're wanting to be in a relationship, spending time in a house with this couple who are in a relationship is probably not so fun. And also, I imagine you're going to get drawn into arguments and like
Yeah.
rows and things, and you're going to get wound up in it. I think my advice is, you need to have your own space. In many cases that might be your room. Just like make your room somewhere that you can. Don't isolate yourself. Go and like, because I imagine that they're both your friends,
Yeah, yeah.
I would say. So, spend time with them. But if you just had enough, just leave. You don't have to sit there and watch
Yeah.
them if you don't want to. You can just go back to it. You don't have any obligations to anyone else. I think this is really important just generally in life.
Yeah.
You are your own person. In whatever state, even if you're in a relationship, you're your own person, and you have to focus on your needs and do what helps you. And
Yeah.
people often neglect that because they feel like their husband. I've done it. I'm very guilty of not doing things because I think that I need to to do something for my friend or something like that. And I've realized more recently I don't have to do that. Um, it doesn't really benefit either of us. I can just do my thing sometimes, and that's okay because sometimes I need to help myself be in a good place so that I can then help my friend or something.
Yeah, I definitely feel like we have that relationship where it's just like, you know, if you just say you're not feeling it or whatever, like we work around it.
Yeah, I think that's the best
And
thing.
it's not
And
like a biggie. I feel like that's the thing. Friends who make it a biggie, that's when you're like, oh,
yeah, 100%, 100%. And I feel like also it's really important to try and be honest with the
yeah,
couple you're living with and say, look, sometimes I find it difficult, and that's not me saying that you need to stop. That's not me saying that stop the PDA, stop all of that stuff. That's not it at all. It's just you live in this environment as well, so
yeah,
it's good to sit down and have a conversation about things that might help you feel more comfortable, and getting it out there and actually expressing it. I mean, you never know. Maybe you're putting out signals that they're picking up and reading, but not really understanding. And you saying why you're feeling a certain way might explain so much and resolve tension. So honesty is what I would say.
I'd also like not judge their relationship in a bad way, but like have a look at it and see what you like about their relationship and what you want and what you don't like about them and how you would be
Yeah,
better in your own relationship.
yeah,
I
it's a
feel
good
like
learning kind of experience, I guess.
I've definitely learnt a lot from like different friends' relationships and how not to be in obviously you'd still have problems in your relationship that you work out yourself, but looking at other people's relationships and seeing what you think works and doesn't work, I think that's like a
Yeah,
good part of the
and there's
learning
nothing wrong with
process.
that. You don't. It's not being judgmental in that sense. It's doing what you do every day. You look at something, you make a decision as to whether that's the right thing or the wrong thing and why that might be. And maybe you learn from that. You don't have to tell them, oh, by the way, I've been watching you guys talk, and this is why you have arguments all the time, because they'll probably hate you a bit if you do that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it is useful. I agree with that.
Shall I move on to the next one?
Yeah. Have you got a less serious one?
Oh, I can do.
I'm just wondering if you do, just to spice it up.
Uh,
I feel like I've got jokes that I haven't, the opportunity for humor hasn't been taken yet, and I'm ready.
okay.
It's risky. It's risky.
There's a two-part one which I'm just trying to work out.
Oh
Okay,
God,
I'm just gonna read it, and if it's like,
it can be
okay,
kind of serious. I don't actually care.
okay, what the tin of food you've had in, wait, does that make sense? What the tin of food you've had in your cupboard for over 3 years, and you know you'll never eat, but won't. To throw it away. Mine is a tin of macaroni cheese I bought when I moved into my flat in first year. So basically, like, what have you got in the
What's
back
the
of
back
your
of your
cupboard?
cupboard thing? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, I hear that. I hear that.
that was a very fluffy way of saying that.
No, okay, I like this one. What have you got in the back of your cupboard, Katrina?
Honestly, like noodles. Like I'm not like a massive noodle person. Like I like spicy noodles, but a lot of the time I don't trust that they don't have meat in. Which, or like a lot of the flavors I just don't like. So um but anyway, whenever I order them, Asda always substitutes them for random stuff. So I just have like a cupboard of just like random noodle stuff that it just never gets eaten. Yeah, a bit
Sorry,
boring.
what happened there is that I ate something again.
Fuck's sake.
So I
I
just
thought you were judging me for noodles. I was like, noodles is kind of a normal thing I feel like to have in my cupboard.
No, I wasn't judging you at all. Sorry, I'm gonna have to. I can't. I'm gonna have to like just. We'll edit this out. This will be fine.
It's when I
I've
drank.
also got a cool mug of tea, but I
All
quite
right.
like the mug. I brought it for my sister.
Yeah. And then you
And
stole it.
I think it's a big mug. Like me. Um, and so it's very useful for when I need my caffeine hit. So I'm just sat here drinking, and every now and again I just kind of like raise it to the camera. Honestly, when I'm editing this down, I'm gonna have such a great time.
Yes, you've agreed to it now.
I'm an idiot. So back
Oh
of the
yeah,
cupboard thing.
what have you
Yes,
got
no,
in the back of your
noodles. I
cupboard?
very much so. I kind of think of it as my like, um, it's like your backup food, you know. So no, like if you forget to go shopping or something,
Yeah,
or like things just something happens and you're like you need that backup food. That's what my back of the cupboard thing is like, not intentionally, but it ends up being that. Um,
yeah.
I think so. I definitely had when I like finished uni. There was definitely like a couple of packets of like super noodles. You know the ones I mean.
Yeah, did they give them out to you at like Freshers Week
Oh,
and stuff?
probably that was probably first year or something.
Yeah.
And they went in there, and I was like, oh, it's useful if I ever, whatever happens. So that's in there. I feel like I definitely had a tin of something like, oh, I can't remember. It would have been like, I can't even think what it was, but it's definitely like tins of something.
Yeah.
Noodles is a very, yeah, noodles is a kind of classic thing. I don't know why that is. I don't know why, because I don't really like wasting things. So it
No,
seems kind of wasteful that I've just left something at the back of the cupboard. But
it
I don't know.
happens.
I don't know. I guess that's just the thing.
You buy something and then you're just not in the mood for it, and you're just like repeatedly
Yeah,
not
yeah,
in
I
the
think
mood
that's
for
the
it.
thing. I think that's the thing.
Um, okay. I'm gonna go on to a slightly more serious one. Well, no, not slightly, like it's probably as serious as it gets. Which is, how do I get over a breakup?
Oh, oh no. Oh dear. You should not have sent this to us. Well, let's split this into two. My
Uh-oh.
non-serious answer would be, okay, what you need to do, if you have a means of, you know, driving to a shop, you should do that. If not, find any kind of shop nearby. You wanna, if you everyone's got like that kind of baggy hoodie kind of thing, put that on. You're gonna be wearing this quite a lot over the next few days. Put that on. Get in the shop. Buy your favorite comfort foods.
Like Ben and Jerry's all the
Just
way.
get in there. Anything you want. Anything you want. Grab it. Put it in a basket. This is very important. This is crucial. When you pay for it, don't let them judge you. Just look at them dead in the eye with the look that says, I'm doing this. This is what I need right now. Fuck off.
It's like
Take it
women
home.
on their period.
Yeah, essentially. Take it. Go home. Find yourself somewhere comfortable.
A bed.
Find something absolutely. You need two things here. You need something to watch which is going to
Binge.
it's going to encourage you to cry, okay? And then you need to find something fucking hilarious. And
Yeah.
you need to watch the sad thing, get it out, really go for it, okay? This is important. You need to cry. You need to just get it out there. Emote. Emoting is fine. Just go for it, emote. And then pick yourself up off the floor. You're there, you're in the heap, you're in the baggy hoodie. It's been maybe 2, 3 days. Things are not good. You maybe haven't showered. Get in the shower. Definitely get in the shower. Maybe
Wait,
like
you've missed a step. Get your friends to make you a playlist of sad songs and then happy songs.
you should, yeah, do that. Definitely do that. Ideally have that ready to go. Um, make sure that there's a contingency plan. Maybe like a go word that when you hit it, like your friends will make you the playlist and it's just there. Um, so do that. Get that. Get in the shower. Clean yourself because you're a bit of a mess now, and that's fine. You're allowed to be. Wash that hoodie. Get out. Sort yourself out. Put that funny thing on and laugh your ass off. Um, and if you feel like you want to go and block this person on social media, go for it. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it for your own sake. It doesn't matter. It's not being petty. You
It's
just
not
don't
being
want to stop
mean.
them. No,
Yeah.
you can unblock them later on. Go for it. Do that. Absolutely have a good time. Just absolutely laughing. If you need to cry again, do it. Go for it. And just keep emoting. That was the non-serious one that became serious. Actually, I stand by everything I just said. Give yourself
Yeah.
time to
A
emote,
time is the best thing.
process, allow yourself to process it. Don't worry if in a week's time you're still sad about it, and your friends might be like, "Can you just get over it now?"
Yeah,
And
this
you
was
might not be over
yeah.
it. That's fine. Just tell them, "Fuck off."
Yeah.
Carry on doing your thing. You know what's best for you. Just get that emotion. First of all, like allow yourself to be sad. Do that, and then work out how you're going to pick yourself back up and show this person that actually it's okay. You want to get to that point where you can walk past them in the street and maybe even like cheerfully say hi, and it be okay. So do whatever you can to help you get to that point.
It depends. I mean, on the sense of like walking past them and smiling. Like, I have one ex that I would not do that to.
Oh, okay. I mean that,
You-
or
you can
alternatively,
hate
to
them.
walk past them and hate them. Yeah, oh no,
Yeah.
absolutely. You can hate them as well, but like,
You can
Yeah,
be
do you have the
civil or hate
confidence?
them.
get yourself to the point where you could walk past them and not feel like you want to jump into the nearest bin or something.
And don't stay friends with them. Like
stay
you can
friends, you don't
you
have
can
to.
be friends with them like distantly friends, but like don't. I mean, I know we're in a pandemic, but if we weren't, don't hang out with them on a regular basis, just for a while.
Just
you know,
for that, yeah, get yourself back, because if it's a bad breakup, you're gonna feel very lost and broken. It's fine. Just take that time, dust yourself down. I would say get plenty of tea, because tea is a beautiful thing. It doesn't cure all your problems, but it certainly helps you. Nice cup of tea, smash it. You got this. I believe in you.
whoop whoop.
That's like the nicest thing I've said in weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, what's happened to me?
I definitely think with the, if your friends get sick of you talking about it or whatever, like, don't feel bad.
No.
Because I definitely had that. My friend was like, oh, can you shut up about it now? Come on. But the issue was I was just, like, a few years ahead in the sense that, like, I went through my first heartbreak a couple of years before the rest of my friends did. And then when they went through it, I was sort of like, told you so, told you it was that, but I didn't say that. But you're looking at them thinking, yeah, you ran out of sympathy for me very quickly here. So
Also,
no,
as the friend, if you are the friend in that situation, don't be kind of petty when it flips the other way. When
Yeah,
that friend
yeah,
is
yeah.
coming to you,
even if you don't like
do
your
what they
boyfriend,
did.
yeah,
Yeah, don't do what they did. Try and help. Don't pretend like you know best. Don't be like, come on, we're gonna go for a walk or something, because maybe you don't want to go for a walk. Just tell them to fuck off.
yeah.
Honestly, a lot of things.
Well,
solved by
with your
telling them to fuck
friends,
off.
you can push them a bit, but if
You
you
got
push
to allow
them too
people
hard,
to come to you as well. So
Yeah.
you know what? If they're not ready to be pushed that little bit, then help them out. Give them a helping hand, help them along the way, be there for them, and don't hold anything that they've done against them in the past. Because that's the shit. That's good. That's how you show love for people. It's not the petty reaction of like, well, you weren't there for me, so I'm not going to be there for you.
yeah,
Be the bigger person in the situation, because it will do your friendship a lot of good.
yeah. That was pretty
I'm too
good.
nice this week. I feel like I haven't said anything too controversial. I do have a couple to throw your way.
Okay.
So here's one. I'm the only one of my friends who uses TikTok a lot, and now they don't
Oh, yeah.
understand 90% of what I say. Now, you use TikTok a fair bit, I think it's fair to say.
Oh yeah.
I don't really, I still don't use, I have it, and it mainly just sits there and I don't do anything with it because I feel like I'm not cool enough to TikTok. So, what would you say to this person who uses TikTok a lot?
I'd say tell them to join TikTok, because the thing is, you can just like, if you're one of these people like Chris who doesn't feel like they're cool enough, first of all,
Sorry,
you are.
everyone. Sorry, just want to throw that out there.
You can use the app, like for 10 minutes every week or something. You know, you don't have to be on it all the time, but like, I don't know, everyone's TikTok is different, so you see stuff that you like, and obviously there are trends that get through to like the general population, so like songs, for example, but I don't know if it's necessarily like a problem if they don't know what you're on about, because I mean, then you can have your own in-jokes with yourself, which might be a bit sad, but at the same time, but no, just encourage them to join. I think social media, if you're using it, if you're not just sat there, if you sit there for like 12 hours a day on TikTok, then I'd be like, okay, maybe you have an issue. But if you're just on it every now and again, like, it's good fun.
Yeah, I feel like that's fair. I mean, even though I'm on the outside, I feel like we all have things that we find really interesting that maybe most people don't. And you know what? Stick with it, because you don't have to let someone else validate what you enjoy. If you enjoy, so you know, I feel like no, I won't have mentioned it. So I have recently got into like crafting stuff, and I do like cross stitch kind of stuff. It's not really what anyone expected me to do. And it's not really a cool thing to do, and I guess a lot of people can't really I don't know, like, it just seems weird to a lot of people, but I enjoy it and it keeps me happy, so I'm sticking with it.
I feel like you'll inspire people as well to do their weird thing that they don't really want to
embrace your weird things. It's good. I mean, I love the fact that TikTok has brought so I'm gonna call him the sea shanty guy. Do you know who I mean?
Oh yeah. Like I ended up on the sea shanty TikTok by accident at one point.
I love it. Sea shanty TikTok is beautiful.
See, you don't even use TikTok, do you, right?
No, but people have sent it to me. I'm on the outside. I have basically I've got the best world here. I don't have to go on there. People will just send me the funny stuff, and I can be like, oh, that's hilarious. So we played a game called Sea of Thieves with a couple of my friends, and it's quite fun. It basically consists of you being a pirate going around and doing piratey things, and at the same time this sea shanty kind of trend's kicked off, so it's perfect timing for me. I'm loving it. I'm there like, oh wow, this is an unexpected trend in music, which I'm here for. I'm quite excited to see where it goes. But you know what? Do your thing. If you like TikTok, get on TikTok. There's more worrying things in the world than TikTok right now.
I think the thing with the TikTok algorithm is you have your own personal thing, so you will be seeing stuff that you are engaging with. So, like, you will find communities that you're interested in or have similarities to. So, I don't know. Like, I'm not saying... Like, I'm not promoting TikTok in the sense... I guess it sounds like
we're not being paid by TikTok.
But
can I make that very clear? This is not an ad.
I really didn't want to get it, and then I thought, well, I'm probably going to have to go on it for the band stuff, so I'll just have a little browse, and then I liked it, so I stayed. Yeah.
That's all good. Just a small side note. I remembered one that I'd been asked. It wasn't really a question. It's just a small thing. Someone, again, one of my sister's friends asked, you're a Tory, aren't you? Like, your whole vibe is Tory. And I just want to confirm now for everyone.
Me?
No, me.
Oh, Christ.
Me. And I just want to confirm now, absolutely fucking not. Don't ever call me a Tory again.
I feel like
I'll
they've
hunt
said
you
that
down and kill you.
They've said that to trigger you, right? There's no way
They've said that to trigger me. They know it. They know it's not true, but I just want to make clear for everyone listening.
Okay. I was very confused.
Not. I'm very much on the other end of the spectrum. And that's all I need to say about it. I'm not going to be political. But if you do want to be political, watch my streams, because apparently 90% of them end up with me trashing Boris Johnson. So if that's your jam, that's your jam. Here's another one for you. Why is it always 9 out of 10 dentists?
Yeah, I saw that and I didn't understand.
So, you know, like when you see it on things, like 9 out of 10 dentists recommend this.
Yeah.
Who's the holdout? Because I like them.
Yeah, they're just doing it for the shits and giggles. They're like,
Yeah,
haha, I'm gonna fuck your
fucking
statistic up.
nailed it. To that
Yeah.
person, keep it going.
Well, the thing is, they can't say 100% of
No,
of
it's absolute
dentists
bullshit.
say that's what they're trying to do there. They're trying to cover themselves.
The last one for this week anyway. I mean, we might come back to it next week if people enjoy it. Um, so the first part of this was that this person was worried about the backlash that would happen if
Oh,
they went back to halls and
I liked this
there were
one.
parties going on and they called the police. But I'm more interested in the second bit,
Oh yeah.
which is their follow-up question. Can I become a vigilante and hit people with a cricket bat if they have parties? So obviously
Yes.
this is COVID related, like if people are having parties, although it's still a lockdown, there's still no restrictions. Katrina Preston, can this person become a vigilante?
If you're in a hazmat suit and you have a bat, do it. Wait,
Uh-huh.
wait, don't sue us. Like, I'm not actually condoning violence.
Oh, it makes a change for me not to have said the controversial thing.
Please don't sue us.
However,
Please do not
I
hit
also
people with
can
bats.
I agree with what you're saying. I'm not gonna I'm gonna try and restrain myself from the rant I had yesterday, but yeah, don't fucking be a twat. If you're out there having a party, expects that someone will come and hit you with a cricket bat because you're the dickhead in that situation. It's irresponsible. You're being a dick. Just fucking stop and put other people first rather than being so selfish.
I think a better way. I think a better way of doing it would be to throw like ice cold water balloons at them. Not so it's like freezing and you knock them out, but like just enough to be like, you're probably not going to sue me over throwing a water balloon at you, but it's enough to like really piss someone off.
Do things that cause okay, let's say if you're in a house, like a uni house, and that's happening, find the bathroom which everyone uses and take a massive dump. Really bad, really disgusting. Do not
Wait, you should
make
have
it
done a
nicer.
food warning. If you're eating, please do not listen to this section of the podcast.
What I'll do is I'll just edit that out, put it back in. No, I won't. I'm not even gonna fucking do that. Take a massive shit, really stink the place out. Do things that will make people leave your house, but in a way that maybe they don't know it's you. Don't overtly walk in and say, I hate you all. But just every now and again, do something that sows discontent, you know? Take a massive shit, but don't ever, don't draw attention to it. Because people will find out, and then accusations will fly around. People won't enjoy the environment. They'll want to leave. You've won. Congrats.
Yeah.
That's how I was. I mean, that's just applicable for any
Or
situation.
just report them. I mean,
Or
call the
report them.
fucking
Take the
police.
hit. To be honest, I don't think it's being a snake. I feel like you're doing the right thing. You have me on your side. In this one, just fucking do it. Report them because they shouldn't be doing it. They know they shouldn't be doing it. They're taking risks with
Oh,
everyone's
yeah.
health. Like, it's not just them that they're putting at risk here. You might pass them in the shop and be next to them, even if you're both wearing masks. That point where you're both next to each other, there is still a risk. And that's, that from that party, maybe that person catches COVID, and then through some horrible situation, you now get it from them.
Well,
So,
this is the thing.
put
I
yourself
actually,
first.
one of my course mates, she has a flatmate who goes out all the time partying. I don't know about anymore, but like she was at the end of last year, and all of the people in her flat are like PhD students or training to be doctors, and somehow they all got COVID, and obviously it's like, if this girl who's partying has then given trainee doctors during a global pandemic COVID, meaning they can't go to their job and like help people, you're like, come on.
I feel like if you're the kind of person who's listening to this and you think that maybe we're being a bit harsh here, then maybe you yourself need to think about whether you're putting other people first in the situation, because you do need to.
We're
You
cancelling
need to
you.
remember that there are people out there who are vulnerable. People out there, like, I think we're at like an average of over 1,000 people dying a day in the UK at the moment from COVID. That's not okay. These people didn't need to die. Don't contribute to that. Back
Yeah.
off. Don't take risks that you don't need to right now. You have the rest of your life. This time, you need to think about what society needs. And what society needs is also what you need. to look after each other, to be in good health, and to survive this.
Well done. That was
Thank
good.
you. Thank you.
You're seeing the video. I started smiling halfway through because I was like, "Wow, he's really going for it."
I actually stopped smiling halfway through, and I was like, "Now
Yeah.
we're getting serious."
You were like angry, and I was like,
I have so much anger. Honestly,
I did
it's
like
not
an
even worth it.
awkward smile. The thing
I'll
is,
find that and meme it. Don't you worry.
the thing is, people are gonna like see me smiling at you saying over 1,000 people are dying every day, and I'm just there like awkwardly smiling.
I'm fine with it. You know what? If you dislike what I've just said, keep it to yourself. In this situation, because I really think that we just need to buckle down.
Yeah.
Take the restrictions are not fun. Lockdown is causing. I know it's causing me a lot of mental distress and struggles, but it's for the greater good. So on this one, suck
Indeed.
it up. You're not gonna have as much fun for a bit, and hopefully after this is over, we can get back to some kind of normality and do good things.
Yeah. I think that ends the section quite nicely
Good.
and aggressively.
It's the only way I like to end sections, really. Shall we, before we go into the music round, can I try my new segment out?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, excellent. So, as I said, this is my Chris's question segment where I just think of it. I have a question that comes into my mind, and I thought, why not put it out there, see what other people think, and then just quickly look at it. So it kind of feels a bit like a continuation of the Agni Aunt thing, but it's more condensed. Okay.
Okay.
So this week I asked people, what advice would you give yourself on dealing with modern life? So this was the kind of thing that I looked at it and I was like, what if you could go back, to 10 years ago, and you could give yourself a piece of advice that would help you deal with the modern world, what would you say? So my example was, don't bother reading the comment section, because if you do, you'll just get angry unnecessarily. There's so much rubbish on there. Like, I did it on Twitter the other day. There was someone who tweeted, and I thought, yes, that is right. And I looked in the comment section, and it was like opening a door and looking at the worst parts of humanity, and I hated it, and I hated everyone. And then I realized I didn't have to do that.
No. No, you're right.
So you know what? Sometimes you don't have to read the comment section. You don't have to try and find validation in that, and you don't have to hope that everyone else thinks the same thing as you. Just don't. You don't have to. It's cool. Do your thing. Yeah. Do you have any thoughts on that before I read out some of the good things that I've heard?
No, I think I know a lot of YouTube creators, they actively don't read their comment sections because obviously if you get hate and stuff or body shaming, it's just really bad for your mental health. So, no, I think
when I do things, I ask people I trust for constructive criticism.
Exactly.
On it. So like this podcast, I've asked people I trust to be honest with me about what I can do and improve and change. And the same for when I stream, and the same for when I do most things. I ask the people I trust who will give it to me straight, but also not be unnecessarily cruel.
Yeah.
And a lot of the time, people in the comment section don't have that same regard for you because you're just someone that they don't, you're just a name and maybe a face, and they don't know you, they don't care about you, and they'll just say whatever the hell they want to. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
That's my thing. But yeah, we've had some great ones come in. I don't know if I'll read all of them out, but I just wanted to throw out some that I thought were quite good.
Yeah.
So a really good one which came in a couple of times, possibly. Oh no, it only came in once, but it's definitely a good one. Don't compare your life to other people your age.
Yes, yeah, I
This
saw
is a strong one.
Yeah, I agree. I've definitely done it this past year. Because I've got friends who are, a few months younger than me who are married with kids and stuff, and I'm like, whoa. And they're like, when are you having babies? When are you having babies? I was like, not for like 5 years. And there's a real pressure there, I find, or like, why are you not having your wedding sooner? And I'm like, I'm 22. Like, it's just a little bit, you know. And then I've got the other end of like my friends who are uni students who are single Pringles and like living life and trying drugs and doing all that fun stuff.
Yeah, they're doing their thing, you're doing your thing. As long as you feel like you're having your needs met,
Yeah.
that's probably fine in itself. You don't have to compare. So I thought that was a brilliant one. And then there were kind of ones that kind of linked into that, which I just wanted to throw your way. So you as an individual comes first, not what you think society wants you to do, and you will be happy. I think that's quite a good one because it's always been the pressure on humanity, but especially now with the internet, that you think you have to behave a certain way because that's how people behave. Like that's how everyone is behaving. It's normally not true because what you'll have seen is a snapshot of people on social media.
Oh yeah,
Who might be a certain
completely.
type of people, and they might be doing something, and you don't want to do that thing. Um, it's the same kind of thing. It's like you don't have to necessarily do what is seems like it should be. You know, you don't have to suppress elements of your identity. You don't have to, you know, you don't have to be a straight white person if you're not a straight white person.
Yeah.
You don't have to try and behave like one. You don't have to do any of those things. Um, some other ones that I'm gonna just throw in. Cutting off toxic people is actually the best. So don't be scared to stand up for
Oh
yourself.
yes, 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 yes.
Absolutely the one. I wish I had told myself that 10 years ago because you don't need everyone to like you. Not everyone will, and you don't want everyone to like you. There are a lot of
No.
dickheads out there, and you can just not.
The thing is, by appeasing people as well, you actually create more problems in the end. And
Oh,
I think the people pleasers are often the ones who are the dark horses and normally are the ones causing drama. So like, just you always whenever like a toxic friendship ends, there's like a weight lifted. But you know there was a build up before, and I know sometimes I've thought like, oh, I'm gonna start distancing myself from this person, and it's like you don't need to gradually do it for their benefit. Like if they're not like good for your mental health, just like cut them off. Just say, look, like we're just at different places at the moment and I just need a little bit of time to work on myself. Sorry if this offends you, but you know, this is my decision.
yeah.
You know,
I think it's not easy to do necessarily, but
no, no, no.
it might be what you need to stop talking to people. And that's fair.
It's
Um,
weird because I've only noticed the last like 2 years that really come into like that
mm,
take a really important part of my life, which is weird because you think like, oh, I'm an adult now, but I think it's more valuable when you're an adult because when you're younger, you're friends with everyone. Like, you know, there's normally like a big group of people that you surround yourself with because of school and stuff. And there's going to be toxic people there and you just can't help that, and a lot of the time you do have to just get on with it. But when you're an adult you realise I don't have to be friends with you like
yeah, it is true.
unless they're colleagues. But
Well, even that, like, you can be civil with your colleagues and not like them.
yeah, you're getting paid to work, not to be friends.
Yeah, you don't have to like everyone. Not everyone has to like you. And honestly, it sounds horrible, but it's just a really good thing to try and work on accepting. Um, yeah, an interesting one. It kind of goes back to the comment thing. For every decent thing said on the internet, there are 1,000 dumb things said on the same topic. Um, which I kind of think it kind of links back in. I would say that that's definitely true for a lot of what the internet has done has meant that we can all post whatever we want very easily. For example, we keep posting an hour and a half's worth of content on the internet every week. We can just do that. Um,
Yeah.
but I'm obviously exaggerate. But yeah, there are gonna be some stupid things on the internet. You're a human being, and you are able to think about things critically and evaluate whether or not they're complete bullshit or not. Use that ability. We're lucky to have that kind of ability to be able to look at a situation and go, that's not true. You know, vaccines are not going to kill me. COVID isn't caused by 5G. The measles vaccine isn't going to give my child autism. Things like that. Just stop, take a step back, think, use the knowledge that you have because you do, and just, you know, think, because that's going to be so important.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some other good ones I'll just brush through. Sleeping enough is key. It definitely is. I don't do it enough, but sleeping enough is key. Crying is a perfectly good solution. I
To
mean,
everything, wasn't it? That it was like crying is a good solution to everything or something.
pretty
wasn't it?
much. I mean, let's yeah, okay, you can't just cry at everything because you never stop. But if you need to cry sometimes, do it. Especially if you're a man. I cannot stress
Oh
this
yeah,
enough.
if you're a bloke. Yeah.
Absolutely process your emotions. Don't embrace toxic masculinity. If you are sad, be sad, because to be honest, that's half the kind of way of working your way through it, is accepting how you feel, you know, having that there, and then working out what you're going to do about it rather than suppressing and ignoring it.
Yeah.
And
I think the other thing,
Oh,
like,
go on.
if you're a female as well, like, don't feel the pressure to not cry because you're female. Like,
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
you can cry.
We're all human beings at the end of the day, whether, you know, you might be male, female, you might not identify as either. You know, wherever you sit in life, you are a human being, and you are allowed to feel sad, and you are allowed to cry, and both of those things are fine. And if anyone tells you that it's not okay, maybe they're the kind of toxic person that you should be considering cutting off.
Cough, cough,
It's
wink,
fine.
wink.
Do what you need to do. And the last one which I liked, and I did like a lot of these. I did like a lot of these, but it's a really weird and unexpected end to the segment. Just because something is on offer, you don't have to buy it. Which is true, and I just want to throw that out there. Next time it rolls around to Black Friday, there are many tools at your disposal which will help you out when you're choosing whether or not to buy something. Look at price trackers to make sure that what hasn't happened is the person you're looking for buying from, which is often the case with Amazon. They haven't just escalated the price slowly over the last few months, kept it at a certain price, and then dropped it down again so that they can tell you they've cut it. Often, the new price is still more expensive than the price it was, and there's a good chance it will go back to that price eventually. You don't have to buy anything because it says discount 10% off. The internet has really blessed us with the ability to be able to check certain things like this. There's price trackers out there for most websites now, which is really good. Use those tools at your disposal. Work out whether, you know, do you really need it? Is it something you really want that you want to treat yourself? And that's fine. You can treat yourself. That's fine. And is it the right time? Like, if I wait a few months, is it likely to be cheaper? If I buy from someone else that isn't Amazon, am I actually likely to get a better deal? Probably.
Yeah.
Don't get sucked in by sales and things like this, because the only reason a business does something is to make money. And even in a sale, they're still making money. So think about it. Maybe you don't need to go for it. Maybe you can wait a little.
Can you send this clip personally to Pierce, please?
I'm gonna keep it for anyone who he starts going crazy about buying things.
He literally, like, he made me stay up 2 nights in a row for sales. Can't live with it. Shopaholics, Christ.
Also, the other thing, a sale will end, but it's probably likely that thing will still be there. You don't have to buy it because you think that it's going to disappear. Virtually all of the products that are on sale will still be there tomorrow, whether they're on sale or not. So it's cool. Don't stress. You know.
Do not fear. Pain is here.
Fear. Pain is here. Thank you for coming to Chris's question. I'll see what people think, because I'll ask the people that I trust whether they thought it was a good idea or not, and I'll see how it goes. And maybe next week we'll be back with another question. It might be very weird. Prepare yourselves. Pain is coming. Shall we go on to this week's music?
Yes.
Okay, where would you like to start?
Well, Well, it's not actually in the talking list, but
Oh,
I,
okay.
s- I saw that you put in a Yonica song into your like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
selection, but not in your top three,
Mhm.
and I was like so proud of you.
Yeah, so a Yonica song came up in my Discover playlist this week, from her
They're
most
killing
recent
it.
album, doing really well. And so it reminded me of this song which you either sent to me or recommended.
Yeah.
Either way, I loved it. Um, and so it's not really new music, but it is a
No,
really good song, and Yonica are a really good band. So you should definitely go check them out.
they've
Um,
got a new music video coming out. I think like in the next couple of weeks. So
Come on now, get on that. Be at the front of that trend. But yeah, Yonica
yeah,
are great. Go listen to that song. Yeah, I put it in there because I think it's a real banger.
banger. Okay, so Space by Hands Like Houses.
Okay.
Your selection.
Hmm.
I loved it from like I you know when
Okay.
you hear 5 seconds of a song and you're like
Hmm.
sold, you're sold. You're like, yes. I like hearted that shit straight away. Like and the thing is the beginning isn't even that unique, but it's
No, no,
just
no. It's
it was
not. That's the thing.
heavier than I was expecting for you to begin with.
That's the thing. That's why I put it first on the playlist because I thought I'll catch her out here. She's gonna be expecting something that's like, you know,
Yeah.
not heavy, but like whatever. And I was like, no, 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 no. This is this week's first song.
Well, the thing is, it sounds heavier to begin with, and then it eases into like more like
It
light-hearted
does.
indie. But like
Yeah.
you get, it's just weird because you're sucked in. You're like, oh, what's gonna happen here? No, and
I yeah.
it's really good. Like I think that'll be one of the songs I'm like listening to on a regular basis now.
I like stumbled across it the other day, and I only heard like a small part of it. But I was like, "All right, we're gonna listen to this. We're gonna do it." So I Shazammed it at the time, and I was like, "I'm gonna listen to it later," and I loved it. I thought it was really good. I I've listened to a bit of Hands Like Houses in the past. A couple of friends have recommended them to me. Um, they're quite good. I quite like them. But this song just caught me by surprise, and I don't know what it is. It's not the most complex song in the world, like you say. It kind of it goes into like kind of indie rock kind of thing, but I think it's a pretty nice song.
Yeah.
So that's that. One your first song, "Pretty People" by Fuzzy Sun.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't expecting this from you.
Really?
I don't know what I was expecting, but this kind of gave me So I was like, what is this similar to? And I clicked on the artist to like have a look through and see what their biography was. And so they were like, oh yeah, they kind of are influenced by Snarky Puppy. And I was like,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I see this, I see this, I see this. It was a very nice. I really
What a
liked the vibe
throwback.
to it. I
Yeah.
really liked the vibe to it. I was like, oof, okay, this is a bit different, unexpected. It had like I think I called it like California summer vibes.
Yeah, yeah,
And I
no.
couldn't really work out what that meant, but it was that kind of song of like, it's just a good, it feel good song, I feel
And
like.
it's a pretty like they're a pretty small band. You wouldn't tell by like the production or anything,
No,
but
no,
they
the production was fantastic. I was convinced it was
yeah,
someone bigger. I
yeah.
was convinced,
Yeah,
I was sold.
definitely. Um so with the Sundara Karma, so I
Mhm.
actually briefly saw them play at Reading.
Oh, okay.
Like just in between like acts and stuff, and they were really good, but this song was like different, really different to how I remembered them for some reason.
Yeah.
It gave me like Editors vibes.
Mm. Hmm.
Yeah, no, like
Yeah, I didn't think it was them at first because last time I listened to them was a couple of years ago,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it feels like a very different style.
It feels more old school. Like I don't know.
Yeah, it does. It does. But I mean, did you like it?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I definitely preferred Space by Hands Like Houses, but like it's not really fair
Mm-hmm.
to like compare, I guess. Like
They're a different kind
um
of song. Yeah.
yeah. So no, it was really good, and yeah, I did it. Yeah, definitely. I love the Editors, so yeah, it was just don't know,
Yeah.
floated my boat.
Floated your boat. That's what we like. We hope we're floating your boat.
You know, you have like I did the brain fart thing where I was like, I don't know describing words. I was like, what?
Adjectives, thesaurus, word. Yes. So similar to you, I then went on to listen to Stephanie by Glass Caves.
Oh,
the
yeah.
second song, and I was like, hang on, what? This is not the same as the song before. What? What? Like it was quite different, but it
Oh
felt
yeah,
like,
yeah.
it felt like a song which I feel like you probably thought I would like. You know?
Yeah.
I feel like that must have gone through your mind. I did enjoy it. I did enjoy it. It had it was very indie.
Yeah.
In my mind, very indie, and I don't think it'd be surprised to say that I'm quite into indie music.
Lol.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was just a good song. Just a good song.
It was like very descriptive, like it was storytelling, but it was just very like word painting. That was the word.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Which, yeah, that's fun. I was gonna, sorry, I don't want to move away from them as quickly as that, but I feel like that's all I really have to say. Like their storytelling is a good band. They're quite indie.
The lyrics are really very good, and they do flow really nicely, and also tell
it's quite a young person song as well. I think that
definitely.
He's talking about like reminiscent of back when they were like 17 or something. I think the lyrics say. But yeah, slightly moving on. I wanted to know whether Teeny Giant, who you put in, is that a friend of yours?
No. So it's funny you should ask. So I was working very hard this week, but whilst I'm working very hard at home in my office, welcome. I like to have something on, like in a sideline. So, for example, I've been rewatching Parks and Rec recently and going through that and having a little binge. But also, I spend lots of time on Twitch. It is quickly taking over my life, apparently. And so, Teeny Giant is a streamer who I just kind of randomly stumbled across, who is very cool. She does some really great stuff. She is if you ever wanted someone to do a Siri impression and nail it dead on to the point where you're convinced she is the actual voice of Siri, Teeny Giant is your person to go for.
That's quite funny.
But she does lots of voiceover things. She's very good at she's very skilled at doing voiceovers. And
she gave me like Kate Nash vibes.
Yeah, I see that. So she also makes music. She sings, she writes songs. It's really good, and I didn't realize it at first, and then I found out she did, and I listened to the song, and I was like, oh, I'll put this on the playlist because it's a bit different, it's a bit unexpected. It also gives me a chance to, promote someone who deserves some attention and some love. But yeah, she's a really good streamer. Go check her out, Teeny Giant on Twitch. But this song I thought was really quite sweet, and it's not really it's almost completely different to the other two songs again, because it's not
it got
like
me
a
by
big
surprise.
song. It doesn't like necessarily go anywhere. Musically, it's quite steady. It's kind of repetitive, not in a bad way, I think. What did you think about it?
So I thought, like I said, it was quite Kate Nash. Who else did I think it was a little bit like? Dodie, the ukulele girl,
who I think also makes like YouTube videos and things.
Yeah. So it was quite like that style. I feel like her audience will be quite like specialized, not specialized. Like, she'll have a very like loyal fan base of like people who like that genre of music, if you get what I mean. But yeah, like not normally my type of music. Like I don't normally I don't know, like I don't know what to say, but like,
which is cool, like your type of music.
I like to find stuff that is out of, like, not out of my comfort zone, because I do like all genres of music, but like I wouldn't have gone to that myself, and now I found it, and yeah, so It's really
Yeah,
good.
I decided to put it on there because it was quite different to the kind of things that we normally have on there. But
Yeah.
yeah, I just found it quite a sweet kind of like song,
It's
and like
definitely sweet. Yeah, definitely. She
like
sounds like
it's
a really nice person.
yeah, I think she is. But that's the impression I get. And it was just a very nice like love song kind of thing. Like it's not like a depressing love song. It's not like oh my God, I can't believe you left
No, no,
me.
no. Yeah,
Like it's just
exactly.
I'm in love and I really love you and I'm just singing about it. And it's
And
like
I like that because you do not get like it's really hard to find when you're feeling all loved up. You're like, oh, what songs can I play that are all about being loved up? And like all of them have got dark undertones. Like you
mhm.
very rarely find one that's quite sweet. And that was the thing I did like about it. The lyrics are very sort of like wholesome.
Yeah, and it's very hard to write a happy. It's quite hard to write a happy song, and it's really hard to write a happy love song because
Very
it's very
hard.
hard not just be like, I'm in love with you, it's great,
Cringe fest.
you're amazing, and this doesn't do that. I don't think. I don't think
No.
it does that at all. It actually is it's very sweet. It's very down to earth. And I really like it. I think it won't be everyone's kind of thing,
No,
but
that was what I
I
was trying
quite
to
enjoy it.
explain earlier. I did it very badly. I was sort of like making it out really badly, but yeah,
I think if you try it out, why not? What have you got to lose? It's four
exactly.
minutes long. It's 4 minutes of your life. Go and have a listen. It might be your kind of thing, and you might love it. It might not be your kind of thing. That's cool. You can listen to something else. That's fine. That doesn't have to be a problem. I really like it. And if you don't, whether you like it or not, definitely go check her out on Twitch because she is pretty cool.
Cool.
Um,
And
and your last one, yeah. So this was Element by the Hallows.
I want to know if you know who the Hallows are.
Oh, so should I know?
Yes, you should know.
Ah, okay. Well, okay. So I didn't actually look up the Hallows
Oh,
before this.
I did
Um,
put them in like last night.
I listened to the song and I quite like the song.
Yeah.
Um, sorry, I've become really sidetracked. Is it someone that? It's not someone I know though, is it?
So yeah, kind of. Well, not like you're. You're not like
Oh
don't
no.
think final clearance, right? Like go think
Hmm.
down that avenue.
Like,
That's stressed you out.
what?
So not.
Okay. Because I'm assuming it's not someone from Final Clearance who, or is
No,
it?
no,
Is that
no.
what you're saying? No.
No, but like they're a Milton Keynes band,
Oh, okay. Is this? Are you okay? Is this?
and
Okay.
and the drummer Joe.
Yeah, there you go. The brains come back in. Okay. Right. Oh,
So
okay.
and he is a awesome drummer, like one of the
He
best
definitely
drummers
is.
I know.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's so skilled. Our school, I think you said it before. Our school is not exactly the best school in the world.
I did just say
So
the name of
quite
it,
how.
so you might have to cut that
I
out.
mean, yeah, I'll cut that out. Yeah, it's not the best school in the world, but the fact that they managed to school him as a drum teacher is they were very, very lucky indeed, in my mind.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
oh, that's given me a new kind of like appreciation for it. I quite enjoyed it as it was. It was very much my kind of thing,
Yeah,
um, lyrically and musically. Um, but that's nice to know actually that he had a kind of like he's in there because I'm assuming he's drumming for this.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's him, his wife, and like their close friend.
really? Okay, I'm gonna
Um,
go and listen to them more now. I feel like I want to
yeah, I'm
check
surprised
it
you
out.
had. Yeah, like they're really really good, and I had never listened. So I've listened to them live quite a lot, and I listened to them on Spotify through my earphones before, like before I had like decent ones, and then I listened to them through my speakers, and I didn't realize how good the production was until like a couple of nights ago, and I was
Well, again,
listening to them on speakers.
that's why I'd completely disregard, and it sounds kind of harsh almost, but like the production was that good that I didn't really, um, I just assumed it was someone who was quite up there, that was quite like
Yeah,
high. Yeah, I mean, maybe it doesn't surprise me so much knowing that Joe was involved with it, but yeah, the production on it is brilliant,
they're just
absolutely
good
brilliant.
people. They're just really lovely. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really good to promote local music in your area and support local music wherever it may
Definitely.
be. Um, and yeah,
And
this is local to me, and I mean, I guess to you in one way or another. Um, so go check them out.
the other thing is that they have started a record label called Dying Embers, which we are a part of as well. Toffees, sorry, that wasn't specific. Yeah, that Toffees are a part of as well. So like they're
Sorry, if you, when I mean, luckily I'm editing it, so you might see it if I send it to you. But I just like my jaw just dropped, and I was like, oh, like surprised.
yeah, they were the ones who started Dying Ember Records, so like last year, which is really, really cool that they've done that. It's a way of just promoting each other and, establishing ourselves ourselves a bit.
I think
But
yeah, especially
they
at the
did,
moment with the way that the arts are going, we need to do all that we can to kind of support each other in our particular things. So that feels quite good to me.
yeah. And they've got lots of songs. Element was the one I put on Spotify just because I thought that was a song that most people like I felt would be drawn to. I thought if I went for one of their others it might be a bit too like specific, you know what I
I
mean?
quite
Like
like that. I just
it's
checked, and
catchy.
it's the first one in the album.
Yeah.
So if you liked that, you can just jump straight into the rest of the album.
Yeah. Ah.
Go crazy. But yeah, so that was our music. We've got some other songs on there that we didn't talk about, but um, that we quite enjoy. I think most of them actually me now that I look. Yeah, but go check them out. The link is you can get there through our Instagram, through our link tree, which takes you to our page on YouTube and on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and takes you to where all these playlists are kept. So that's really good. Let us know if you like the podcast. The podcast. I mean, let us know if you like the podcast. Let us know if you like the playlist kind of thing that we're doing. We kind of really enjoy it, but we'd love to know what you guys think about it.
And we also don't know if people like listen to it. It's quite hard to tell. So like let us know if you're listening to it so we know if it's worthwhile to keep doing, you know?
Definitely. Also, just a quick thing before we finish, I am really happy that we reached 100 followers this
Oh,
week.
I didn't even think about that. And not only 100, we've got like
Oh,
it's
we're well over
gone
it.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much to every single one. Like, you people are crazy.
Yeah. Listening to us for an hour and a half a week. Christ.
And if you've been on our Instagram, you'll have seen that I announced our giveaway, which will be I think I have it here next to me. Um, I very weird and jokingly suggested that we should do it. It is the interior mirror switch from a 2006 Peugeot 207. I'm displaying it again there on camera for everyone. The good news is I have successfully replaced it in my car. So I now have the ability to use my windows again. That's great. But I will be giving this away as in you can enter to win it, and I'll probably just throw it away. But that's cool. But also, we do have like the idea of doing more giveaways in the future. Actually, serious giveaways.
Proper giveaways. Yeah.
Proper giveaways.
We felt
When we
bad.
reach more milestones. To be honest, you might have guessed already, I occasionally quite like to meme things. And I thought, oh, this will be funny. This is memey. But yeah, look, thank you so much, honestly, for following us, for listening to us, for supporting us so far. I know, speaking for me, I'm really excited to see where we go with this. We've had some great ideas. We chatted about this in a week about ideas for things coming up that will be quite interesting to try and do. But I definitely really appreciate all of you so much.
And we're going to be changing up, content on quite a regular basis. So, yeah, be prepared for some serious stuff as well involved.
Yeah, we're
Not
determined to
just
keep
shits and
surprising you.
giggles.
We're
Yeah.
not just we're not just doing the same thing every week. We want to try new things out and have fun, because that, I think, is what it is for us. Is a chance for us to. This is basically us recording the calls that we have sometimes and posting it on the internet,
Exactly.
and we love it.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So thank you so
and
much.
We will see you, or you'll listen to us, or something along those lines in the next one.
Be
Thank you
safe
so much.
and take
Be
care.
safe. Take care of yourself. Take care of others. Check us out on social media. We out.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, that was alright.
It was alright, wasn't it?